This is IGN. Why Yoshi-P thinks a Final Fantasy IX remake would take more than one game. It's Tuesday, October 1st, and this is IGN News. Rumors of a Final Fantasy IX remake have been echoing around RPG circles for at least a year now, with series fans hopeful that they may soon get to revisit one of the most beloved entries in the series. But if a Final Fantasy IX remake does materialize, it may face some big challenges. Speaking with the website Video Games, Final Fantasy XIV producer Naoki Yoshida talked a bit about what a remake might look like. He warns that it may not all fit in one game. Of course, I do know there are requests for Final Fantasy IX to be made, but when you think about Final Fantasy IX, it's a game with huge volume, Yoshida says. When you think about all of that volume, I wonder if it's possible to remake that as a single title. It's a difficult one. It is a tough question. Yoshida seems to be suggesting that a potential remake could go the direction of Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is in the middle of a planned trilogy. Fans have long had mixed feelings about splitting it into multiple parts, which offers the opportunity to add plenty of new elements, but also slows the pacing. As it stands, the third part of the trilogy doesn't figure to be out until 2026 at the earliest. Yoshida is right about Final Fantasy IX being a big game. It's absolutely loaded with side quests, mini-games, and other content, and it's set in a very large world. Reproducing all of that material won't be easy for any development team that takes on a remake. As for Yoshida himself, he's interested in remaking a different game in the series. The one that I would like to make myself would be Final Fantasy III, I think. For longtime fans of the series, Yoshida is referring to the version released on the Famicom, not the Americanized Final Fantasy VI. It's a deep cut as Final Fantasy releases go, but very much in keeping with Yoshida's attitude as Final Fantasy XIV's producer. Yoshida touches on a handful of other details in the interview, including his favorite Final Fantasy VII minigame, which is snowboarding, an Xbox release of Final Fantasy XVI. We do want to release it on Xbox, and more. In the meantime, the wait for a Final Fantasy IX remake continues. Thanks for listening to IGN. My name is Tony Jackson, and for the latest Final Fantasy updates, visit us at IGN.com.
Spoken Layer.